Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be doing a Sezane bag unboxing, and it's been about a year since I got my very first ever bag from Sezane, my Milo bag, and I ended up getting the Claude bag, so I thought we could open it up, do an unboxing, try it on, and do a comparison between the Claude and the Milo. If you are new here on my channel, I'll have everything that I talk about linked down below in the description box, but let's go ahead and get into the unboxing. Inside of our box here, let's just take a moment for this packaging. My favorite thing about Sezane is their attention to detail. In all of their packages, they come in beautiful boxes, whether you're ordering clothes or a bag or shoes. It's just always so well done, and they do seasonal prints in their boxes, and it just is such an experience. I love every time I open up a Sezane package. It just feels really special. But this is what the inside of the box looks like, and then this is our bag box. It's this really beautiful green box, almost like a shoe box, but it has gold lettering on the front, and it's this really great texture. This would be a perfect box to store your bag in when you're not using it. Inside of our box is the dust bag and our bag, and it says here what the bag is. Be sure to hold on to your dust bags for storing your leather bags. But this is the bag. I got it in the taupe color. It's this beautiful smooth leather. I will say that all of their really smooth leathers will probably end up scratching a little bit, but you can get leather conditioner and almost like buff out the scratches. I'll show you guys in my Milo bag that I've had for a while, and you'll see that there are minor little scratches or imprints on it, but that's just the nature of getting a smooth leather bag. On the front we have the clasp. I'll go ahead and peel off the plastic on it. This is the same clasp as the Milo bag. At first glance, it is a little bit smaller than the Milo, and I was actually between getting the Claude and the Milo Mini, but I was wondering if the Milo Mini would be too small, so I feel like this is actually such a good, almost like in between size. Also, the Milo Mini does not come in this beautiful taupe color, so I really wanted this taupe. The actual Milo regular size does come in the taupe, but I wanted to switch it up, get something a little bit different, and I actually don't have any bags that are this shape, like the half moon shape. I think that's really pretty and a little bit more unique than your classic rectangle bag. This bag has two strap settings, but it's a little bit different than the Milo bag. I'll show you guys the different strap comparisons, but on the shortest length, it actually works really well with me as a crossbody. I just tried it on, and then the longer length is a little bit long for me, so that would be perfect if you were a little bit taller. It doesn't shorten to a shoulder bag like the Milo does, so just keep that in mind. In the back there is a pocket, although the leather is pretty stiff, so you'll need to kind of work that out. I don't really keep anything in the back of my Milo bag just because the pocket is so stiff, but there is a pocket there if you want to slip some receipts in there or something a little bit thinner. To put a phone in there would be kind of challenging, but I do like to sometimes slip receipts in the back. But opening up the bag, you just push the clasp here and the bag opens. The inside of the bag here is lined with black leather, and then the actual pocket lining is cotton. It's a black cotton, and then it has the brand tag on the inside. This one has a zipper pocket, very similar layout to the Milo. Got a pocket here, one large pocket in the middle with a pocket right here, and then this front pocket as well. We're gonna go ahead and see what fits in this bag. Just note this one is obviously smaller than my Milo, and then because it has the curved bottom, it's just naturally gonna hold a little bit less. Here are the two bags. This is the Milo, the original size with the heritage leather. It is so gorgeous. I will say it does show up a little bit more of a red than it does look online. Online it looks like a dark chocolate brown, but in person it really is very similar to this color that you're seeing here on the screen. It is absolutely beautiful. As you wear it in more, it's just gonna get a little bit darker, a little bit more worn. I try to be really careful with this bag, if I'm being honest, because it is such a smooth leather. I am so cautious with it. I try to not scratch it with my nails. I do think as it wears, as you do get more scratches in it, it will end up looking just really beautiful and worn. I'm just trying to prolong that experience. This is the bag though. It holds a ton, so I'll show you guys the inside here. What I really love about the Milo is that it's actually lined with this really beautiful raw like suede on the back. So the Claude bag is lined with a black smooth leather, whereas this one is lined with a really beautiful, just like textured leather, which is just a really nice experience if I'm being honest, like opening up the bag. Very similar layout to the Claude. It's got the same pocket situation. The only difference here is that the front actually has 2 pockets versus 1 pocket that the Claude has, but it has the same leather tag on the inside, same zip pocket, and same pocket here in the front. Like I said, this bag holds a ton, so I've got a hand cream, I've got a face powder that fits in there, my wallet fits in there, my keys fit in there, a pouch full of cosmetics fits, a lipstick, and then I can also put my phone in. So I'll just show you guys this bag packed. It seriously does hold so much. And then I can also fit some sunglasses just sitting on top of the bag. Like I'll just lay my sunglasses in there and those will fit too, even with my phone. I have the larger iPhone, and what I do is I just slip it in the back here and then it still closes, which is so incredible. And see how you still have some room there? That's where I'll fit the sunglasses. I'll just lay them on top. This bag seriously holds way more than you think. I feel like it just expands. One thing that I noticed with the Claude is that because it is smaller and because it is rounded on the bottom, it just holds a lot less. So I'm gonna see what I can fit in this bag. But the actual size I think is so beautiful, especially if you are more petite. I'm 5'2", so having a smaller bag sometimes just works really well on my frame. Also, this taupe color could not be more perfect. This is exactly what I was hoping it would look like. You never know online. Like I said, this one came a little bit more rich of a red color. This is truly the most perfect taupe and I'm so excited to wear this. But we're gonna go ahead and stuff this bag. I'm gonna cut the tag out because I know I'm gonna keep it. So I'm gonna try to hold these open best I can. First off, I'm gonna start with my wallet. And again, because it's a rounded bottom, things do not sit perfectly vertical. So just keep that in mind. This is my little pouch of cosmetics. Doesn't have to go with me, but I'd like to be able to keep it if I can. And then let's just say my face powder, and I guess I could put a smaller face powder in here. My face powder and my keys are like a no-brainer. This lip product we're gonna slot in there as well. The hand cream I could maybe fit like on top. It technically could hold, well, just kidding. Hand cream's not going with us. It technically can hold everything minus the hand cream. I just had to take that out because it was not closing with the hand cream. So holds everything. The only thing is that I won't be able to also get my phone in, I believe. Like you can see my phone is about the size, the width of the bag. With this bag, my phone is a good bit smaller than the bag. So in this one, I would have to just slip it in the actual main pocket. So I wouldn't really be able to utilize the back pocket, and we'll see if it closes. My keys are just such a weird shape, so hold on. Okay, so had to take the face powder out. So now we're down to basically phone, keys, wallet, lip product, and then this pouch has like a roller ball perfume, liners, things like that. Long story short, this bag definitely holds a lot less. Like I had to take these 2 out, could not fit sunglasses in this as well. So just keep that in mind. This is more of a smaller bag. It's more of probably like an evening essentials bag, or if you don't carry a lot on you, it would be good for that. It also isn't really a bag that you need a pouch in general, just because it is a bit smaller, but it does actually still kind of have that expanding feel to it, which I really like. So you could even throw your card holder in one of these slots. The only thing is my big phone won't fit in the back, but maybe if you have the smaller phone, it would. I just can't speak to that because I don't have the smaller phone, but it does end up holding the essentials. And if I needed to, I could pare down. I have some smaller bags that I use already anyway, so I'm not unfamiliar with just taking some of my stuff out. Before I get into the bag, I'm wearing my new Sezane jeans. These are my first pair of denim from Sezane, and they are so cute. If you're looking for a really good pair of like straight leg jeans, I will link these. You will be as obsessed as I am. Like they are perfection. This is the Claude bag on me on the shortest setting, and I love this length. This is the perfect length. I would say if you are anywhere under 5'4", this is such a good bag strap length. So flattering, especially if you are on the shorter side. It's like they made it for us. And then this is the Milo bag on the crossbody setting. It does have a shoulder length setting, which I'll show you in a second, but this is it on the crossbody setting. As you can see, it is a little bit longer. It's still a really good length where I can get into the bottom of my bag. Can very much reach the bottom, but it is a little bit of a longer strap. I don't think it's too long for me, but as you can see, it just hits a little bit lower versus the Claude hit a little bit higher on my hip, which I really, really like. You guys can see them side by side though. Not a huge difference, but if strap length really matters to you, you might be leaning towards the Milo or the Claude, depending on what your height is, how high you like it to sit. Sometimes it can really come down to that, especially being short. Sometimes I will not get a bag because a strap is too long. So definitely take that into account. Where you want it to hit on your body is really important. And then I did want to note that the Claude does get longer. So if you are over 5'5", this is probably gonna be a little short for you, especially as a crossbody. So it does have snaps here on the strap that just unsnap. You pull the strap through and you can actually adjust it to drop it down just the slightest bit. It really drops it about maybe an inch, and then you can actually pull it again to really lengthen the bag. So this is a better length for anybody who is taller. So you can see this actually does hit very similar to the Milo. I'll show you guys the Milo on with this bag. So here are the two bags now, very similar strap lengths. When this one is fully extended, it is pretty close to where the Milo hits. So a really great option if you are a bit taller and you need something that is a little bit longer. Then the Milo actually adjusts a lot more. So when you pull the strap on the Milo, it actually adjusts to a shoulder bag. I actually don't wear it in the shoulder bag setting very often unless I'm going to an event or a dinner and I want it to feel more like a nicer shoulder bag. But for the most part, I keep the Milo on the crossbody length, but this is the shortest setting that the Milo has, which is a shoulder bag. It is way too short to wear as a crossbody. It just sits on my shoulder like this, which is a fun option. This is the shortest that the Claude goes. So you can see here, little bit of a difference in strap length. Can still wear this one as an actual crossbody though. But I hope you guys enjoyed my unboxing and my comparison between the two bags. Hopefully it was helpful if you are new to the Sezane brand. I am fairly new. I've been a huge fan of the brand for about a year now, but I still am so interested in so many different products that they have. So as I maybe get more bags or shoes or anything like that, I will be sure to share them with you guys here on my YouTube channel. But if you liked it, if you found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new here. I'd love to have you back on my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one really, really soon. Bye guys.